9th, 2015, 9 a.m., Wilson County Commissioners Court now in session. We'll have the prayer by Father Dennis Cherizomic, St. Mary's Catholic Church in Stockdale.
We bow our heads. O Lord divine, almighty God, Father, Son, and Spirit, in whose image and likeness we are created, we praise you as we assemble to discuss, judge, and act for the current and future needs of our community. Indeed, we are thankful for this freedom of representative government, for the privileged trust people have in their elected public officials. Bless with peace and security our citizens, those who enjoy our many resources and friendships, as well as those who suffer due to a lack thereof. Bless and protect this day the men and women who, for love of country and protection of family and fellow citizens, are away serving in the nation's armed forces. Bless with righteousness today's agenda. May it reflect our priorities and vigilance for the life and rights of all. Bless with strength and honesty our presenters who will voice their concerns and issues. Bless with clairvoyance, wisdom, and courage our leadership, so that in justice and in goodwill our community may prosper. Now may we commence our duties with accountability for your glory and honor. We pray, amen.
Amen.
Okay, we'll now have the Pledge of Allegiance led by Eagle Scout Adrian.
Please join me in pledge of allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please join me in honoring the Texas flag.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Public comments, has a sheet got around to public comments? Does anybody have a public comment?
Do we have any? That's that second sheet. None, Judge.
No public comments? Okay, number 4, certificates of completion. Okay,
Do we have any certificates?
I have 3 certificates of completion for myself. Okay, certificate of course completion, Open Meetings Act, Richard L. Jackson, January 13th, 2015. Certificate of course completion, Public Information Act, Richard L. Jackson, January 13th, 2015. And the Texas Judicial Academy, 2015 Judicial Orientation, February the 6th, 2015. This concludes the 30-hour mandatory education. So, anything else?
No, sir, I don't have any.
Okay, we're going to move forward to item 11. And we're going to change around a little bit. I apologize, but this will get things moving. Okay, item 11, proclamation honoring Herbert Pettis Sr., 100th birthday by Paul Fowle, Commissioner Precinct 2.
I have the proclamation right here, Judge, and I will hand that to you.
Is there anybody from the Pettis family here?
Okay, I'm going to read the proclamation. I wish they were here to witness this. So, the proclamation honoring Herbert Pettis Sr. Whereas Herbert Pettis Sr. was born in Mexico on January 16th, 1915, and is being honored by his friends and relatives on this his 100th birthday. And whereas Herbert and his wife Maria Robles Pettis were married in 1933 and chose to move to Pope to raise their family. Herbert was one son of Herbert Pettis, has one son, Herbert Pettis Jr., one granddaughter, 8 great-grandchildren, and 7 great-great-grandchildren to whom he has committed his life. Whereas Herbert was a farmer and cattle rancher and felt that in order to get anywhere in life, you must work hard and reach your goals. Whereas Herbert has always been passionate about his family and friends and coon hunting. He loved raising coon dogs and taking them out into hunting. Herbert is also an avid baseball fan. He and his son used to spend their nights watching baseball together, passing the time. Whereas Herbert's family and friends wish to honor him on this special occasion and to thank him for carrying his commandment of respect, his dedication, all the memories they will never forget, and for allowing them to be part of his life. Whereas Wilson County Commissioners Court would like to acknowledge Herbert as he celebrates his 100th birthday. The citizens of the state of Texas and Wilson County are proud of Herbert and other older Americans and recognize that the strength of our communities result from their many contributions and sacrifices. We greatly appreciate them as they are pillars of our community. Now, therefore, the Commissioners Court in and for Wilson County, Texas does hereby extend best wishes and our highest commendation to Herbert Pettis Sr., who has shared his many contributions to the region as a parent, grandparent, and a role with sincere congratulations for many more and productive years to come. Proclaimed this 9th day of February, 2015. Moved by Commissioner Fall, second by Commissioner Reynolds. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. For time constraints, we're going to move to item number 15 on the agenda. Request to appoint Ginger Coleman as Commissioner for ESD number 3. Mr. Riley has
Yeah, and I just wanted to say a couple of things.
Okay, let me get her certificates from.
Okay.
We have been looking for another commissioner for ESD number 3. And I was a little reluctant at first to ask Ginger, not because she wasn't qualified, but because she does a lot of things. And I didn't want to put too much on her plate. Ginger, I've known Ginger for probably the last 3 years, something like that. She came to us with an idea for recycling in Wilson County. And that was the beginning of our putting together a program. And so she's been a very important part of that. Ralph Gerhardt was an important part of it too. And Ginger's involved in a lot of different things. She put together the National Night Out for the Union Valley area, which has been pretty successful. She's involved in the Economic Development Group in Stockdale. She has a level of experience that is going to be of great benefit to ESD number 3. And so, Judge, I make the motion that we appoint her as Commissioner of ESD number 3.
Motion by Commissioner Wiley, second by Commissioner Morales. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Good. Now I'm going to... Raise your right hand and repeat your name. I do solemnly swear or affirm that I will faithfully execute the duties of the office of Commissioner ESD number 3 of the state of Texas, and I will, to the best of my ability, protect, preserve, and defend the Constitution
protect, preserve, and defend the Constitution
and the laws of the United States
and the laws of the United States
and of this state, so help me God.
and of this state, so help me God.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Just don't ask it to recycle any of the fire trucks or EMS.
Before you leave, if you would sign these. Good.
No, you can come out. Certainly.
Okay, number 5, Richard L. Jackson County Judge, discuss and take action, Francis R. Henderson, Longhorn District Executive, Boy Scouts of America, 105th anniversary of the Boy Scouts of America. Okay, A, we have already accomplished. Eagle Scout Adrian Begold helped us with the Pledge of Allegiance to the Texas, or the United States and the Texas flag. Okay, conduct report to Wilson County.
I'll be done by Adrian McCall.
Is there
You
anybody?
can come on up to the front if you like.
Sure, she knew.
It makes the, I tell you what, turn around there, Jimmy.
Stand over by the flag.
Go ahead. No, Adrian. Just right here.
We don't care where you go, as long as you're over here.
Okay, now you can turn. There.
Now you're on TV.
Greeting from the Scouters of the Alamo Area Council headquartered in San Antonio. I am Eagle Scout Adrian Begol. I am honored to be here today to report the Alamo Area Council continues to successfully make forward progress in accomplishing its mission of installing values in our youth. The leaders of tomorrow, by always following the local council theme of unified focus on youth. February 2015 marks the 105th anniversary of the Boy Scouts of America. Since the organization launched in 1910, the BSA has served over 150 million youth. In 2014, the Alamo Area Council served nearly 29,000 youth and 7,500 adult volunteers in 736 scouting programs in 13 county territories. Last year was the 14th year of the consecutive growth. Each of the Boy Scouts of America conducts a report to the nation where a delegation of scouts submits an official brief to the President of the United States, as well as to congressional leaders of the U.S. House of Representatives and the U.S. Senate. The similar report to the state is given to the governor of each state. A delegation of 25 scouts and leaders represented the Alamo Area Council at the Texas Report to State on February 7th. Our scouts presented newly sworn in Governor Abbott our council's 2014 report. Counted among our 2014 successes included camping. Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts camping programs had another fantastic year with 7,087 youth receiving their camping experience. Eagle Scouts. 340 Boy Scouts achieved Scouting's highest rank of Eagle Scout, with 10 of those Eagles being in the Longhorn District, contributing over 56,829 service hours, with the value equaling $1,329,814 invested into our local economy and community. Mays Family Scout Ranch. Alamo Area Council broke ground in 2014 on a new 75-acre facility in the southernmost limits of San Antonio that will serve not only the youth within the southern part of the council boundaries, but will provide outdoor and all youth across the great state of Texas. Good Scout Award. In 2014, we had the pleasure of honoring businessman and philanthropist, thank you. Executive Chairman and Board of Serious Computer Solutions Incorporated, Harvey E. Najim, with the Good Scout Award, that in recognition of the importance that leadership plays in our mission and community. Hornaday Award. Christopher Lear with Troop 496 is recognized with Conservation Award for his work on invasive grasses at Hardberger Park. Troop 118 Longhorn District Eagle Scout David Pruitt is recognized for construction and monitoring of eastern bluebird nest boxes. With only 1,100 awarded in the BSA history, the Hornaday recognizes outstanding efforts toward natural resource conservation and environmental protection. Popcorn and camp card sales. The San Antonio Spurs' very own Coyote purchased our first bag of popcorn to kick off the sale. Popcorn grossed $1,617,632 with $595,270 given directly to our units. And camp cards grossed $403,530 on 80,706 cards sold with $178,144 retained by 224 units. Both fundraising programs help scouts enjoy the great outdoors. More importantly, we impacted lives of more youth than we did in 2013. Eagle Scout Service Project of the Year Adams Award for his work supporting a drug rehabilitation program and church. Local Eagle Scout Ricardo Noel Navarro, Troop 110, was recognized with the recipient of the 2014 Alamo Area Glenn A. and Melinda W. Adams National Eagle Scout Service Project of the Year Award. The Adams Family Award is a national BSA honor for outstanding Eagle Scout service projects throughout the council. The Alamo Area Council continues to receive the support of our volunteers and community leaders as we are able to continue this tradition of adventure, keeping the campfire alive in all the youth for years to come. Thank you.
Being an Eagle Scout is a really big deal.
Yes, it is. It's American Agency Scout. You're an Eagle Scout?
I'm part of that troop.
All right.
Motion by Commissioner Morales, second by Commissioner Wiley. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Item number 6, approve bond of Mary Ann Saraki.
I have that.
Okay. Moved by Commissioner Fowle, second by Commissioner Wiley. All in favor? Any opposed? Item number 7, extension activity report, handouts.
I have handed those out, Judge, to everyone.
Pardon?
We have them already.
Okay. Okay. We have a motion? Does that have to have a motion on that?
No.
Okay, number 8, public hearing for the courthouse annex 1, 2, 3, updates, comments, and questions. You have anything, anybody have anything in the courthouse? Other than what we got later on in the meeting?
Are we looking as far as a timetable to move back into the old courthouse? Has that changed?
They haven't changed it. I hope it's realistic. That's still April. That's great. We can do April, May, or June. I'd be excited.
Me too.
There should be a sign-in sheet that everybody needed to sign in. Do we know where that is?
Yes, over here.
Okay, and I need that back as soon as everybody has signed. Thank you.
Okay, item number 9, Jody Tackett Sheriff, rescind first contract with Elmendorf Police Department, approved in December 29, 2014, meeting agenda, item number 8. Okay, y'all do that?
Okay, Judge, what it is, there was, item number 12, change, it said that Wilson County would be responsible for any litigation liabilities or anything, and the change that the city of Elmendorf will be. The chief is here, anxiously waiting for the contract to be signed, so he can start bringing us some business.
Okay. Y'all like that?
I'm sure it's changed.
You see the problem, you know anything about it? Yeah.
Yes, it does. So it's okay.
Everything's fine with y'all, too, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, motion by Commissioner Fowler to rescind the first contract, second by Commissioner Wiley, all in favor? Opposed? Okay, so it's been rescinded. Okay, now review and approve
Waiting for a
final.
copy, right?
Review and approve final contract with Elmendorf Police Department to house their inmates in Wilson County Jail. Okay, y'all have reviewed this? No, it's been reviewed by the county attorney, and they reported favorable. Motion, Commissioner Wiley, second Commissioner Morales, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? There's two? Yeah.
Can you get a cheap one and then
Blue?
no, that's black.
Can't tell the original.
Okay. Is the vote exactly the same, I guess?
They're the same, yes.
Okay. Chief?
I need to put a seal on there, Judge, and then I need to keep a copy for the file.
Commissioners, Judge, Sheriff, thank you very much for this.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry it took so long.
No, it's all right. I understand, trust me.
We'll save you a few miles now.
No, that's great.
Fill it up.
Yes, sir. Sheriff, thank you, sir. Thanks. Appreciate it. Have a good day.
Item number 10, Dickey Store Library, quarterly update on the new library system.
I have a PowerPoint presentation for you to let you know. I hope everybody can see. I have some handouts. Every year I put together what's called a fast fact sheet for the library, and I give all the commissioners time to go send that around. I also ran a report for the library's inventory by material type, and on the back is how the library reports to the state library for its certification. So I also have slides, but they're so small. So, as you know, as of last October, we had, am I in the way? Let me see if I asked for approval to expand our library services into an outline of city use. So we now have taken control. The county maintains the inside and the book contents of the public library in Stockdale, and Mr. Meckel is letting us use an office space in the city of Poth rent-free. So we now have a library in Floresville, Stockdale, and Poth. So these are pictures of the 3 that we have actual physical locations. So what we've done to help you tell how I created this new system was in last May, we were able to hire another degreed person. So should the county ever reach 50,000 people, the state library would like for you to have 2 master's degree individuals. So Candace Myrick, another Nikki, has a nickname of Nikki, is in the Stockdale Library, so she's working there with us. As of the Peanut Festival, we were actually able to merge both libraries' databases, so you can see any library material and its location throughout the county. We also turned on what's called a branched feature, and that shows us what's in Stockdale. That actually is the component to let you see where everything's at. 2 years ago, when I helped the Stockdale Library, when they were all volunteer run, I helped them get onto the same database program that we're using. So it was just a simple click of the switch to merge the actual databases. It's a little bit of cleanup because when you're working with volunteers, they just have the title and the author, you don't know anything else about the book, so we're doing database cleanup. To create the stack that we have in Poth, we just basically pulled brand new books that were off of our shelf, put the designation, shelf designation in Poth. So it's easy to find. And if you live in Poth or if you live in Stockdale and the book is in a different location, you can reserve it and we will make sure it gets to your home library. So that's all the these are our hours I thought you'd like to see. We do have some bad news about the Lavernia kiosk. The Life Check is remodeling. There's actually splitting the store in half. Half will be a storeroom and the other half is the pharmacy. The half that housed the library's kiosk is going to be in a storeroom, so it's not viable for us to put there anymore. We do have permission to move it to the Lavernia HEB. We're just waiting on an electrician to get there to put in the power that's needed to run that machine. And it's the same premise. You walk up, scan your library card, put in your number, and the book falls to the bottom of the machine just like a candy bar or popcorn machine.
Could HEB give us a candy bar with our book?
This is the one I thought it'd be too small for everybody to see, but this shows you how many audiobooks we have, how many biographies, and in each different location. The kiosk, again, is still within the Floresville inventory, so that's why I highlighted it. It has paperbacks, first run DVDs, it has bestsellers, it has audiobooks. And then on the back, it has an inventory of 253 items that can sit there at any one time. And that one didn't show the checkouts. In October, there was 57 items taken out. In November, there's 81. In December, there's 94. January is when we lost the space and we only had 11 items checked out. But I've been in touch with an electrician. He'll tell me he'll get out there as soon as he can to put the electricity. Then we just have to beg, borrow, and steal our voluntold to get it from the Life Check to the HEB.
Where's it going to be located in HEB?
Right next to the red box. You have that protective column. It really hides the red box, so we have a better prominent location.
It'd be interesting to see what the numbers are once you're over there.
Yes, the book return and everything will go with it, so you can still return any item that's owned by Wilson County to that location, and it will find its way back to us. The other one I wanted to point out is I'm very impressed with the Stockdale gate counts since we've had a permanent influence with them. The doors are open, scheduled times. They are going up in numbers, as you can see. From October was 136, November was 147, December is 226, And then this past January is $295, so they are on their way up.
Ooh, we beat Pope.
That's not hard to do.
Not hard. I'm only there 12 hours a week. I've had comments that people wished we were there more. So my next step is, I've had quite a few library people who want the hours there, so we worked out an arrangement that sometime soon we can probably start keeping it open till at least 5 o'clock when that plaza all just shuts down for the day. So keep your fingers crossed. It's interesting because we have to share the bathroom with Judge Kennedy. And so when she's in court, we have to kind of knock real softly and say, "Can I use the bathroom?" and go around to the outside. So it's interesting. If you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer them. The other one I wanted to point out was the ones that I put in the boxes, the audiobooks, and that 16,300. Those are all what's on the downloadable Overdrive. So if you have a tablet or a smartphone, or even if you like to read your books or listen to your audiobooks through a computer, you have access to 1,000 downloadable audiobooks and 16,000 ebooks that we'll be glad to help you set up if you're a Kindle person. The other one is, like I said, is a little fact sheet that I do every year, just because it's nice to have this information at your fingertips. The one I'm most interested is our summer reading. Being a former children's librarian, I always like to see these numbers go up. This year, I'm projecting, this is totally my number, I haven't shared it with Sherry, who does our events, that I would like to see us get 900 participants this summer in the months of June and July. Last year, we were at 838, but I would like to see it go a little bit more, and we are expanding our summer big time. What else is on here? Our current projects. We are still digitizing and cataloging the county's historical archives. I am continuing work on postcards. I think I may have mentioned this a while ago. Mr. Meckel found a stash of postcard that the Deweese ladies, when they traveled over in Europe, would send home. And I know I posted one to Facebook where it said, "Yellow fever scare is almost over. Please come back to San Antonio." And it was 1903. So it's interesting to see how they're doing it. Like I said, we are looking, once we move the kiosk, I would love to be able to get a standing library. Just the amount of checkout that the kiosk machine gets and the amount of turnover shows me that the people in Livonia would like to have it, but until we find a location, that's my biggest holdup for right now. Everything else is pretty much self-explanatory. We still have our Kindles for checkout for people who, the senior citizens whose family want to give them a Kindle for Christmas or for a holiday or Valentine's Day. The Kindles would be good for them because they're lightweight. If you have arthritis, they're lightweight. You can expand the size of the text so it's easier for you to read. So we do have a couple of those that people can check out. Take it home, see if it's for them, and we can help you set up your own account once you get the Kindle.
Whenever you use a Kindle to check out a book, is it there for just, how do you return it? How do you get it off your Kindle?
The program has a little time feature to it that after its checkout time, even if you're not done with it, it is wiped off your account. It checks itself back in.
And how long is that?
Some of them run for 2 weeks, some of them run for 21 days, 14 or 20. And it'll tell you at the time that you check it out, how long you get to have it for. What's going on now? Told you about the live check. We've applied and received grants, or I guess it's a reimbursement program through the Edge Foundation. That one is the one that's run by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. And this go around, we have asked for Stockdale, one Windows 8 laptop, a flatbed scanner, and an iPad to help them collect fines, fees, and help people with their overdrive accounts. For us, we needed a Windows 8 laptop. We needed the Mac laptop because more and more people are coming to the library with Mac products. So this way we can help them. We needed another iPad up at the circulation desk. We had a printer that was in need of replacing, and we needed a digital camera for our summer reading programs. This last summer when we were so busy, we had 3 iPhones. We went up to the memory maximum, and then we were uploading them, so this way if the library had its own camera, we're not using staff equipment to do them. The other thing is, myself and the library advisory chairman, Sandra Meagle, we've been involved in the talks with the YMCA. They wish to come to Wilson County, and they've told us that if they can get the funding and if they can get the location, they would like to have a library in that YMCA. So that's a possibility. So it's at the very beginning, it's a steering committee. They don't have a location, they just know people want it here. So if anybody would like to join the YMCA movement, let me know. We'd love to have you with us. This is a good one. This coming Wednesday at between 6 and 7 o'clock, Dorothy Wiley and Deborah Gafford will be in the library signing their books. Both of them are historical novelists. And I believe they're both up for the same award is it through Amazon?
Yes.
Is it an Amazon award or is it an international award?
It's an international.
International award. So we would like to invite you to come to the library, talk to these ladies. Their books will be there for sale. They would love to sign them and they would love to talk to you. The other thing is we're trying to come up with ideas to create even more foot traffic through Stockdale and Poth libraries. And my solution is coming spring break, we are going to be attempting a box for books. So we brought one. Sherry and I made a Batmobile. Inside the Batmobile is the librarian's Lego. They actually have a librarian Lego, and we put a motor on it. And
But you're ready?
Sherry, myself, and Linda Downs went down to Corpus Christi to learn how to do all of this coding and programming, and so this summer.
Looks like we could get another parking lot.
Left the rope off.
There are motion sensors, there are tilt sensors. But that's just one of the ones, and it's a whole kit. It's called a We Do kit. And through the state library and another company we belong to, Connecting Texas Libraries statewide, they gave us 4 laptops that are completely programmed, 4 kits with the We Do Legos, and the curriculum for this summer to help bring these kids in. And we're going to showcase it during spring break. It'll be 3 days in Poth. Judge Kennedy has offered us her space because she has the electrical outlets we need. So we'll be there Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in the morning. We're going to go to Stockdale Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in the afternoon. And then Friday and Saturday we'll be at the Floresville library, and it's just come and learn how to build some robots. Mr. Meckel has come up with an idea for me to turn the back portion of our little room. We have a little room in the front, it's 10 by 13 space, but then the whole back space, he wants to do a museum. So he found a cache of antique kitchenware. So my idea is once the display cases get put back together, because they're original display cases to the Mercantile when it was there in Poth, that we would bring, if the items were about kitchenware, we would bring cooking books to have them to be able to check out. So they have the original shelving from the Mercantile. and the display case. We just hung the writing table from the Post Bank. It's been refinished and it looks really nice. The new accommodations that we're making for the computer students is Ms. Downs is taking them to Poth. So if they live in Poth, you can do your computer class in Poth. If you live in Floresville, you can do a computer class in Floresville. There is one in Stockdale, but I think it's more like this is the button you turn on for your laptop, and this is how you get it started. We haven't branched out that far to teach you Microsoft Word or some office skills. And then we have our summer reading, I think the next one. This is Nikki's plan for the summer reading program. And what it is, it's color-coded by who's going to be responsible for what activities. So I'm the kind of greenish color. So on Mondays, I get to do the robotics program. And then on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we have received a donation for a TV and a Wii console. So we're going to do virtual bowling in Poth. So you can come to Poth 3 days a week, virtually bowl 3 games, and at the end of the summer, we'll tally them up to see who has the best average. And then Saturdays, I get the movies at the popcorn. And the movie is that movie chat like we did last year, where as the movie's playing, teens can text their message to a special phone number and it pops up. But it goes through a filtering system first. So that way teens can converse with the whole group as the movie is being shown. So then the purple color is for Linda Downs. We've applied for a grant called Maker Core. That's for the hobbyist, if you're a crafter, if you're a do-it-yourself person. This grant would be $7,000 to hire 2 new people just to come in and teach you a craft. And we want to generate the foot traffic through Stockdale. So we're asking Linda to do the crafts, the Maker Core in Stockdale. I believe she's looking for how to the K-cups if you're your Keurig drinker. She's found crafts to recycle those K-cups. So she's our recyclist person on staff. I also brought Sherry with me. She's our children's librarian and events coordinator. So Sherry gets the blue, and she's also stuck with the family game night where they come in and do, it's families, parents against their kids in any kind of a Wii championship. And I understand it gets pretty competitive of the parents versus the kids. And then Sherry's also volunteered to go to Stockdale in the afternoon to do a traditional preschool story time. So we will be very busy this summer. I think that's all I have. Oh, no. The robotics training that we did, for us it was a lot simpler than the Batmobile. We just made a little sailboat. And I had a link to go to the internet, but it wasn't working for me. But you can, through the Weebots, WeDo's, you can program sound effects. So it sounded like somebody was rowing the boat as it was rocking. And it went along with the Moby Dick, so that you could read a passage from Moby Dick, and then you build the sailboat. And you could do it randomly, so how fast you rock the boat, thunder, lightning, and then it has backgrounds that you can change to match whatever the rowing is. But I have to say, I blew up the baby when it came to the jumping. I didn't realize what it is, and it's all by numbers. I programmed in the wrong number. Next thing I know, that I heard explosion sounds. So, and I think that's all. If I have any questions for you guys, or if you have any questions for me, please. Yes, sir.
2 questions.
Okay.
Since you've opened up the other outlets in Stockdale and Post,
Uh-huh.
has it gone down any in the main, is it still open?
No, we're busy as ever.
So it's actually helped by opening up those outside.
It does. It did for us.
Do you have any idea the number of kids that come in are from the county versus the city? Do you have any way of knowing, or?
I can run by, a program by zip code to see where you live, who registers. But I know Sherry does, Sunshine Arc walks down once a week. 1 week it's the 4-year-olds, 1 week it's the next week it's the 5-year-olds. Every Thursday we do, for the stay-at-home mom or the homeschool groups, that we do a story time for them. And that's gotten so big that we've had to move it out of that little children's room into the major meeting room, because it's gotten up to 14 kids, and you have the matching parents to go with it. So our foot traffic hasn't changed.
I was just curious if there was some way of, distinguishing which kids are from the county or cities or.
Other than the zip codes, I don't have a way, but I can look into it. I'll try to find one.
That probably would show, because 78114
Is everybody?
It's way out in the country.
Yeah, right.
Anybody that has
Yeah.
a Floresville address.
Right.
And I just want to say the library, I'm entering my 3rd term, so for the last 8 years, the difference in my opinion, in the library now and the library then, what it is that you have brought, what it is that you have done, what your staff has done is phenomenal. As opposed to just sitting there, the library's out moving. And this plan is something we wouldn't have seen, so I just want to tell you, good job.
Thank you. It's not just me. I have a wonderful staff that every Friday morning, they say, okay, did you take a shower today? Because you got something new for us to do. And I'm like, yes, we do. So, but thank you.
Thank you. You must shower a lot.
Item number 12, Jackson County Judge, discuss and take action on funding agreement between the state of Texas, acting by and through the Texas Historical Commission and Wilson County. Okay, do you want to
I don't think so.
Okay, and you have read it,
Yeah.
and
This has to do with the grant, is that what that is?
yes,
Yes.
And you're happy with it?
Yes.
that's,
It's happy.
It's hard to please an attorney.
That's true.
okay. You'll like to review it, or take this?
The attorneys.
The attorneys.
Me.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, motion for the, accept the funding agreement. Motion by Commissioner Fowle, second by Commissioner Wiley. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, item number 13, Richard L. Jackson County Judge, discuss and take action on grant of easement under the Texas Historical Courthouse Preservation Program. Okay, and you have
Yes.
reviewed that and agreed, and it is satisfactorily,
Yes.
okay?
Exactly what does that do? I mean, it's pretty clear, but
It grants the historic commission, and by an easement, it means the authority to come in and say, if you're gonna change something, it's got to be according to the historic plan, the way it used to be. in the future, even after we've totally finished this renovation, any change, they'll have to approve. It's onerous, but it's absolutely required to get funding.
Is that going to pose any problems for
It hasn't,
so
as
forth?
of yet. And Lindsay's aware of what he has.
Lindsay's okay, he's on
Yes.
top of it.
He's on top of it.
That shouldn't affect anything for the construction now.
No, I mean, I think that's all been approved, that this is really talking about anything in the future. They basically say, if you want our money now, you've got to promise us to keep the courthouse historic.
So you can't have another wing or anything like that?
Right, without.
Without their
yeah.
approval.
Without their approval.
That's good.
Okay. We have a motion.
I'll make it.
Motion by Commissioner Wiley, second by Commissioner Morales. All in favor? Any opposed?
And do you need a copy of all of those, Judge?
Yes, I'm fixing to get it all put together and pass it down to you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay, item number 14, Albert Gomez, Commissioner Precinct 1, consider and take action on reassigning supervision of the Human Resources Department back to the Commissioner's Court from the County Treasurer with the budgeted salary for the Human Resource Specialist. Okay.
Judge, I just go into executive session to discuss this personnel policy.